Hey Scorpio, whoops, how are you guys? Let's do your reading. Interesting. Honor the place in one another where you are eternal, one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. I'm getting a lot of return energy. And I've been really sick. I'm so sorry I've been gone, you guys. I was so sick. I had, the virus, and I had tested positive for the flu, so it looks like I had both. Very, very sick. Awful sick. Did I say sick? Okay. The same card. Wow. This is strong. I mean, you guys saw that fly out, right? Oh, wow. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So you guys either are in a really strong, sexual union, or you've got somebody coming in that's gonna be a very. I think that's great. That's a really good thing to have. It's important for relationships. So I like it. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So remember that we wouldn't be content or interested in somebody that was identical to us. So it's, seeing things differently is a good thing. We don't have to try and change other people's viewpoints. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Make sure you don't enter into a contract with someone that you have written without them agreeing to, whereas I expect these things from them when they never really agreed to give those things. I don't know if that's going to apply or not, but just side note, okay? Right, let's see. Let's get some cards for you. Your energy and the person on your mind. Let's start with them. The person or situation coming towards you, or on your mind if there is already someone. Whew. Their energy, King of Cups, a lot of love. You got something major coming in. Oh my gosh, looks like a return. Told you guys, ton of return energy. And this return energy is really good, but what's coming through in the readings is not to rush it. Not to skip the getting to know each other again, and not to skip the new and dive back into where you were. You want to go through the steps of building the connection, getting to know each other again, laying the groundwork properly. Okay, so that's what's been coming through for the other signs. Okay, Two of Pentacles. It's balancing, which might just be exactly what I just said. Okay, so it has to do with giving. So be careful not to overgive and not to, expect, give. It's good to be crazy about someone, but you want to keep it in perspective is what I'm feeling with this. This is a giving energy. Don't overgive too soon, right? Because you kind of mess up the dynamic. Let it grow slowly. I just saw a Three of Wands, which is like progress. I love this. Y'all, these cards are coming out so good. The energies are coming out real clear. Okay, so the person on your mind, maybe they're going back and forth with what to say. Tell me more about that. Look at that. A lot of twin flame energy too, if you guys are believing in that. Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Why the Two of Pentacles with the Page of Wands? Yeah, they're holding back because they're not sure what to say yet, but they want to come towards you with communication. And Page of Wands is good news. Maybe something happened good in their world and they want to share that with you, or it was hard that you weren't there to be able to talk to you about things. Okay. Looks like they got away from something. Seven of Swords. Often that's deception. And then the High Priestess, which is inner knowing. Somebody's figured out something or someone or a situation that was deceptive. and they no longer have a hold, no longer has a hold on them. Let's look at your energy. Page of Pentacles. You may have the, you know, a feeling of, okay, make sure if this is you wanting to apologize, make sure you're not taking on stuff that you shouldn't, that you didn't actually, don't over apologize. Don't take someone else's lesson from them by taking on what they did wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know why I just got that, but that looks like your energy is, you know, wanting to communicate stability. Maybe you've become more stable in a certain way and you're the one that wants to express that. Somebody does. If they've seen things differently. Somebody is, you know what, I bet you at the same time they were kind of going through some growth, you were too, and realizing some things. It took time, and that's a good thing. How does this person... I think you're both kind of going, looking, this is really healthy. It looks like you're both looking at what you did wrong. Even though, but I still have a little bit of a concern that you might take on more than your share, you know, so just be careful. Somebody might take on more than their share. Which I guess there's a real fine balance between being able to see, this is my part in it. This is, you know, it is very healthy to look at what I do. What did I do? How did I contribute? Even if it was just expecting too much, even if it was just wishing they would treat me the way I treated them, because they didn't agree to the level of giving that maybe I expect them to. It's like, for someone in this relationship, the realization might just be that, you know, maybe it wasn't fair for me to expect them to honor a contract of treating me a certain way that I never even expressed to them, or they never even agreed to. Maybe it's a realization that I wasn't honest about my needs and my pain and my hurt and the things that, my disappointments, but I expected them to comfort me on things that I never even really expressed. Maybe that is part of what is realization on one part. You know, over expecting without explaining. There's some, but there's been a lot of enlightenment here. And somebody might have walked away because they're just too defensive of, you know, or worried about being hurt again, something from the past. Somebody was hasty. I feel like I'm getting way off track here. I might need to go grab another deck. Yeah, somebody walked away hastily. And then they thought it just, but that didn't work. It didn't work. How does this person view Scorpio? They view you as stable. Well, you have them fooled, don't you? I'm just kidding. But they see you as somebody very, very stable. Or somebody that is their stability. Maybe they're all over the place and you're the more even-keeled one. I feel like they see you as their, you know, somebody sees somebody here as security or a rescue. And maybe the other doesn't realize it. Maybe one person is hoping the other will rescue them, but the contract wasn't signed on both sides. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. I'm getting both sides. I'm getting somebody walked away too hastily and somebody expected too much. But it kind of conflicts. Those two kind of conflict each other. And the Eight of Cups is not walking away hastily. It's walking away from something that's difficult to walk away from. But there was no choice. I feel... Okay. How does this person view Scorpio? Lots of twin flame energy right now. Their whole world. This is a soul connection. This is a strong connection. What's the holdup? What's the problem? lack of communication. That's what the problem is. I just got it. King of Swords. And somebody won't communicate. The sword is down. See that? There's a lot of thought, but no, not enough communication. That's the problem. And you know why? Ego. Somebody won't be authentic. They're afraid to show, you know, their true wants, needs. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. But at the same time, there is an element of not wanting to let go, of wanting, you know, knowing that it takes work. So maybe that's what's growth. Look at that, 10 of Cups. I mean, this has a lot of potential, but communication is needed. It's pretty simple, pretty clear. Let's get an oracle in the near future. So I would say main thing is when this person returns, or when you return, you know, that needs to be said that communication, I think we both, as painful as it is, and as much as we both like to avoid it, I think we need to communicate. When the time is right. Compromise. It says not the right time. Let me see. Let me grab a card on that. What's not the right time? Okay, I think not the right time when you're feeling, you know, irritable or conflicted or wounded. So make sure you're in a, see, this is what I was saying before it even came out. See, the Nine of Wands is that wounded card. Make sure you're in a strong place when you do communicate. Yeah, strong and stable. Nine of Pentacles. Make sure you're slow when you're talking, you're calm. You know, the most seductive thing that people are, that I guess studies or polls are showing is one of the most seductive qualities is calm. It's calmness. It's not intense fire. So when you do communicate, make sure you're in a calm, you know, stable mindset. Take some deep breaths. That's what's going to be very important here, because you're going to be more willing to compromise. This person is coming back soon. Stability, I can't stress it enough. Yeah. It needs to be a very slow, stable, calm. Your voice needs to be low and deep, right? Calming element here. Let's see what the lesson is. I think the lesson is to drop the ego and be willing to communicate. If you keep your ego involved, then you don't show your true authenticness, right? And then you're more likely to play games or twist, you know, things, and not be really true and open about what you need. If you're open about what you need and you don't get that back or get cooperation back, then at least you can let go. You know, I think a lot of us are hanging on to things because we're hoping for things we haven't expressed that we need. We're hoping for love that we haven't conveyed we even really want. Wow, Samaritan light refines your capacity to help others, that help those you would prefer to ignore, like maybe yourself. Companion. Okay, I'm going to read this shadow side because it was upside down. Betrayal by misusing confidences and loss of personal identity. I feel like that's pretty relevant. When we don't convey our true needs, we're kind of pretending, we're abandoning ourselves. Just a real strong message here about being authentic. And if it's not somebody that you can be authentic with, that's a very big indication you're not with someone that you should be with, right? Okay. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Yeah. There's like a hurt that needs to be expressed, or that there's a hurt that needs to be understood, that somebody doesn't, if you aren't conveying how you feel or what you need, then it's hard to, it's that contract thing I was telling you guys about. It's like expecting someone to honor a contract they didn't really sign or that you weren't clear about. All right, let's do another oracle. Let's do it. angel message. Hope this was helpful. Y'all let me know. I trust my inner wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. So one of the processes that keeps coming up in the readings is to write down a list of what you want, what's important to you in a connection. You know, words of affirmation, compliments, quality time, focused attention, gifts, whatever it is. Make a list. Next to it, make another list of what this person actually gives to you. Okay? Because you may go, what the hell am I even attracted to here? It may be very clarifying to do this. And then a third column you can do, which of these things am I not giving to myself? Which of these things can I give to myself? Because people treat us how we teach them. They value us according to how we value ourselves. All right? So you guys have a return. I hope this was very helpful. And I hope you see this before the return happens. But I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Let's talk in the comments. Bye, Scorpio.